So let's get started. My the biome was the Taiga. So let me give you first some brief information about this biome. Um, the Taiga climate is influenced by cold air from the Arctic Circle. Temperatures always drop to colder ones during the night because of no cloud cover. Winter has its freezing cold temperature that lasts for 6 long months. Summer is Summer is a hot, short, and rainy season. The soil type is thin, acidic, and not very nutrient, and it's also really rocky. Let me give you some biotic factors now. Okay, biotic means the living. So the organisms that live in the taiga are, for example, the black bear, the fox, the squirrel, deer, coyotes, bald eagle, and the keystone species for me are the balsam fir and the jack pine. So let's get to the main issue. My main issue is deforestation. It is the biggest threat to the taiga simply because people use products from wood every day and need it. Paper is probably the most common thing and it is made out of wood. People need lumber, which is the stage of wood prepared for use as a structural material for construction. Rough lumber is used for furniture making and other items requiring additional cutting and shaping. Finished lumber is used mostly for construction industry and is supplied primarily from spruce, pine, and fire, which are the most common trees in the Russian taiga. After the fall of Soviet Union, large blocks of the taiga were cut out. And another big issue is gathering the fossil fuels. The crude oil business in Russia is one of the largest in the world. Russia is the largest exporter and has the biggest natural reserves. Russia has second largest gold reserves and is the world's biggest oil producer. The reservoirs of the reservations of crude oil in Taiga are the second largest in the world, and people will do anything to get it. The big majority of these nature resource reservations is located in the Taiga Biome. Building the pipelines across Russia requires trees to be cut down, and placing a new oil well requires about 10 acres of land to be cleared. Deforestation is the biggest threat to the Taiga biome, and not only the Taiga biome, but the whole world, and because it is also connected with global warming. Um, Also, when the pipelines are being placed, um, the trees are not only cut down, but they're burned down, and the carbon dioxide, which is stored in the trees because trees do that because trees do photosynthesis and they store carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. So when they're burned down, the carbon dioxide is released to the atmosphere and causes global warming. Also, we have less oxygen, so the air is not that clean. Um, and the third issue, which is not the biggest but still, is that there are many rare species in the taiga, like the Siberian tiger. When people cut down the trees, they're basically destroying the natural environment for the tigers and rare species. Um, the people who live in Siberia are very poor, and the tigers are very expensive in the Chinese markets, so they hunt them, and they hunted them to near extinction. So these are the three main problems, and let me give you my conclusion and solution for this problem. So my two solutions are recycling and replacing. So recycling. The Western civilization is used to live in a not very ecological way. They use paper basically for everything. Even the bills in restaurants and toilet paper. Excuse me. To save the Taiga, the Westerners should change their lifestyle. Reuse the paper, replace wood with other materials that are available, and don't harm the Taiga. So, and that, and this, and then my another another solution how to save the Taiga is replacing. So, people could replace lumber with plastic. For example, use plastic for doors, the whole thing for furniture. And but the problem with plastic is that it's not very ecological. So this is my another material. It's bamboo. It grows really fast. You can use it for paper, for building bridges, even for food, and and it should be the perfect replacement for lumber. It is also very flexible, and you can grow bamboo basically everywhere. So these are my solutions. I think that's it. I hope you like